Well, there's nothing worse than when you drive down the road and you get a flat and you have to sit there and put the spare on the car. Anyway, I'm just going to show you briefly how to just change the spare tire. Now, I already have the spare on here because I already had the situation happen to me. I had a problem with the tire. So we're just going to go through some basic steps. So maybe if you're on vacation or something like that and you want to know how to change your spare tire just in case. All right, we're going to go through the procedures right now, actually. First thing we're going to do is we're only going to loosen the lug nuts. We're not going to take them off, only loosen. Now, of course, a lot of cars have 5 of them, but there could be 4, there could be 6, there could be 8 of them, depending on what type of vehicle it is. Anyway, we're going to just simply loosen the lug nuts only. Now, they usually go in a counterclockwise rotation. So pretty much what all of them are today. Now, of course, I am cheating here a little bit. I got a 2-foot breaker bar on this thing. When you're on the side of the road, it's not good because some of these lug nuts can be really tight. Again, we're only loosening them. We're not taking them off because it still has the weight of the car on the wheel. Next, we're going to jack up the car. Now, jacks are different from one vehicle to the next. So obviously you're going to pull the spare tire out of your trunk, and then of course the jack has to come out of the trunk. You're going to have to turn this. Now these go in certain spots on the car. There's usually little diagrams on the spare tire cover. You check your owner's manual. So you're going to go under the car, pick your specific point where it's supposed to go. Of course, carefully, you want to jack up the car. Now, when you're jacking up the car, you just want to jack it up just where the tire comes off the ground. You don't have to jack it 10 feet up in the air. You just need to put the spare on, that's all. So we're just going to keep turning this. Now, if you want to find out if it is off the ground, if you just can't see it yet, you can just wiggle the wheel back and forth. If it doesn't move, then it's obviously not off the ground yet. Now at this point, now you can tell, if I could do that to it, it's obviously off the ground, so it's not touching. All right, now that you have your tire off the ground, you're going to sit there and loosen up all the lug nuts. Take them all off. Okay, now we have all the lug nuts off. I'm going to keep those lug nuts together. You don't want to lose those. And then you simply just take the wheel off. Okay, and then you're going to get your tire. Now sometimes these could be a little heavy, but some spares are fairly light. You want to put that on. And of course start putting on your lug nuts. There is one thing I forgot to mention to you about certain lug nuts. There is certain cars that may have some wheel locks on them. Now, of course, with wheel locks, you need the tool that they give you usually when you get your new car. Sometimes some cars have them. And you don't want to lose that key. Because if you lose that key and you get stuck on the side of the road, you may have your spare tire, but you're not getting that wheel off. So definitely make sure you don't lose that key. So you're just going to sit there and just start tightening up the lug nuts, or screwing them down at least. You don't have to try to really tighten the wheel up yet. You just want to get the lug nuts snugged down, that's all. Alright, now that we have our lug nuts are just snugged down, you could let the jack down now and let the car down on the tire. Okay, now that you got the car down off the jack, now what you need to do is actually just go back and just tighten up all the lug nuts, make sure they're nice and tight. And you're pretty much all done. At first it maybe seem like a little hard to do if you've never done it before, but once you do it, it's really not that bad. So why don't you just give it a shot? You can just do it right in your own driveway.